So here are some important question answer based on half-yearly examination that is approaching. So let us do, and the chapter is Reshaping India's Political Map. So the 15 important question answers are there, short are also there and long are also there, right? So let us do. First question is, what led to the fall of Delhi Sultanate? The Delhi Sultanate fell due to weak rulers, poor administration, and frequent internal revolt. The invasion of Timur in 1398 further weakened the empire, causing chaos and destruction. As regional power grew stronger, the Sultanate lost control. Finally, Babur's victory in the First Battle of Panipat in 1526 led to the establishment of the Mughal Empire, ending the Delhi Sultanate. It may be there for the 2 marks, 3 marks, or the 4 marks, right? Now, next question is, what were the major policies introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq? He transformed the capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. He also introduced token currency made of copper. Next question is, why was Sultanate unable to fully conquer southern India? So the Sultanate was unable to fully conquer the southern or the southern India because of strong resistance from local kingdoms, difficult terrain, and logistical challenges in controlling distant territories. Who was Krishna Dev Raya and what were his achievements? So Krishna Dev Raya was the greatest ruler of the Vijayanagara Empire who ruled from 1509 to 1529 CE. He expanded the empire through successful military campaign. He promoted art, literature, and architecture. He strengthened administration and improved irrigation and agriculture. Next question is, why Akbar is known as a great patron of learning? Akbar was known as a great patron of learning because he promoted education, supported scholars from different religions, and encouraged intellectual debates in his court. He built a vast royal library, had many texts translated into Persian, and encouraged the growth of literature, art, history, and philosophy. Next question is, why Aurangzeb's reign is often seen as the beginning of Mughal decline? So Aurangzeb's reign is often seen as the beginning of Mughal decline because his religious intolerance, constant military campaign, and heavy taxation caused widespread rebellion and weakened the empire unity and economy. How Rajputs rebuilt themselves after Khilji conquest. After the Alauddin Khilji conquest, the Rajputs rebuilt themselves by forming alliances, strengthening their forts, and reviving their kingdoms. They also adapted to new political realities by some times of cooperating with Muslims while preserving their culture and traditions. Okay, so in this way, Rajput rebuilt themselves after Khilji conquest. Next question is, how did Ahoms resist Mughal invasion? The Ahom resisted Mughal invasion by using guerrilla warfare tactics, fortifying their forts, and leveraging their knowledge of the difficult terrain like forests and rivers. They also formed strong organized armies and used hit and run attack to weaken the Mughal forces. Next is, how Sikh rises and later resisted Mughals. The Sikh rose under the leadership of their gurus, promoting equality and justice. Later, under Guru Gobind Singh, they formed the Khalsa, a warrior community to resist Mughal persecution and defend their faith through armed struggle and guerrilla tactics. Despite political changes, how India saw vibrant economic growth between 13th and 17th century. So despite political changes between the 13th and the 17th centuries, India experienced vibrant economic growth due to thriving trade network, advancement in agriculture, growth of towns and cities, and the flourishing of skilled crafts and industries like textiles and metal works, right? So these 10 are short, that may be of 2 or 3 marks, and here from 11 to 15 are for 3 to 4 marks question, right? The long answer questions. So the first question is, how did the Vijayanagar Empire emerge? So the Vijayanagar Empire emerged in the 14th century as a response to the repeated invasion by the Delhi Sultanate into South India. Harihara I and Bukharaya I, who were originally governors under the Delhi Sultanate, broke away to establish an independent kingdom. They chose Vijayanagar, that is Hampi, as their capital, which became a powerful political and cultural center. The empire grew by forming alliances with local chieftains and promoting Hindu religion and art to unite diverse communities against foreign rule. Okay, so in this way, Vijayanagar Empire emerged. Describe the resistance faced by the Mughal. So the Mughal faced strong resistance from the Rajputs, who often refused to accept Mughal authority and fought several battles to protect their kingdom. After that, the Marathas under leaders like Shivaji led a prolonged guerrilla warfare against Mughal expansion in the Deccan region. The Ahoms in Assam successfully resisted Mughal invasion using their knowledge of local terrain and guerrilla tactics. The Sikh, especially under Guru Gobind Singh and later leaders, militarized to oppose Mughal religious persecution and political control. What are the key differences between the Mughal administration and Delhi Sultanate administration? So, Mughal had more centralized and well structured administration, while the Delhi Sultanate had a relatively loose and less organized system. Mughals introduced the Jamindari system and Aine-Akbari for land revenue, whereas the Delhi Sultanate mainly relied on early revenue collection method without detailed documentation. Mughal army was more professional with use of Mansabdari system to maintain soldiers, unlike the Delhi Sultanate, which had a less formal military setup. Okay. However, I have also covered the important question answer of the chapter. For the short also a separate video is there, and for the long also a separate video is there. So if you want, you can check that one also. And last point is Mughals, especially Akbar, practiced relative religious tolerance in administration, while the Delhi Sultanate rulers were often more orthodox and less tolerant. How the Bhils, Gond, Santal and Koch fight back against Mughal attempt to annex their territories. The Bhil, Gond, Santal and Koch were tribal groups who fearlessly resisted Mughal attempt to annex their land. They used guerrilla warfare, leveraged their knowledge of forest and hills, and maintained their autonomy by avoiding direct confrontation. Their strong community bond and unfamiliar terrain made it difficult for the Mughal to control their region. And last is why Shah Jahan's reign is considered the pinnacle of architecture. Shah Jahan built the famous Taj Mahal, a masterpiece of Mughal architecture and a symbol of love. His reign saw the construction of great structures like the Red Fort in Delhi and Jama Masjid, showcasing executive craftsmanship. Architecture during this time combined Persian, Islamic, and Indian style, creating a unique and elegant aesthetic. The use of white marble, intricate work, and symmetrical designs set new standard in Indian architectures. Okay, so these are 15 important question answer based on half yearly examination that is approaching. I hope this is definitely going to help you also. So this much for this video, and thank you for watching until the end.